In honor of Beauty and the Beast being released this weekend with a live action update, a live action reboot, I thought we could take a look at the top 5 Disney princesses. There are a lot of great ones. They have not made a bad princess. All the princesses that Disney has created, they're unique, they're engaging, they're really cool, they're really nice characters, but there's 5 that I think are superior, represent the best of what Disney can be. And it can be from modern times, from the beginning, all of these characters. I'm excited to see Beauty and the Beast. I'm excited to talk about these Disney princesses. So without any further ado, let's get into the top 5 Disney princesses. Coming in at number 5. Actually, before we do that, before we get into the top 5, let's talk about some honorable mentions. Snow White is an honorable mention for me. I like Snow White. I like the character. Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs is a really good movie. It's one of their first movies. It's really beautiful. I feel like there's a lot wrong with the story of Snow White, though, that keeps her off this list for me. Like, the character, there's a lot good about her, but she falls for some of the normal tropes and ploys, and it's just kind of demeaning to her as a character, I think. So she's on my top 5. Another one, Anna and Elsa. I like both those characters. Frozen's one of my favorite Disney movies, but I don't feel like either of these characters deserve to be in the top 5. They're both really well-rounded, really grounded, really good characters who are independent, they're fierce, they're strong characters, but I don't have anybody from Frozen in my top 5. So, coming in at number 5, I have Cinderella. Cinderella is one of the first princesses Disney really tackled and really did a good job on. I love Cinderella. The live-action reboot they did a couple years back, I loved everything about that movie. It was so beautiful. It was pure magic. It was just incredible. Cinderella is a really interesting character for me. I think she just has this typical princessness about her. She's not trying to be this adventurous character. She's not trying to save anybody. She's just a princess. She comes from a hard place, and it's a very relatable character, and then she just becomes this magical princess in the end. She is the trope and this type of character that little girls can wish they were, and they know what it's like coming from a hard home. So at number 5, I have Cinderella. And at number 4, we have the belle of the ball, the character who is going to be appearing in a couple of days on screen. You know her, you love her, Belle. I put Belle lower on this list. I think Belle is everybody's favorite Disney princess, but there's just something about her that didn't put me over the top with her character. I feel like Beauty and the Beast is a really great story. It's a story that needs to be told. It's a beautiful story. But the character of Belle, I think, sometimes gets too much rep. She doesn't do a lot in the movie. Sure, she's a great character. She's really smart. But if you think about it, she's kind of smarter than everybody else in the village. She kind of doesn't look upon them with respect. And I don't know. Maybe I'm just thinking a little too hard about that. But I still love Belle. Her character's really smart. She's fiercely independent, which is a really good thing. She's a very relatable character with a bunch of people nowadays and girls who see her and she likes reading. She likes exploring. She's that kind of a character. It's really nice. I think what holds it back for her a little being a princess is she doesn't start off as a princess. She's related to the town Kook, and, it's just, there's a lot good about Belle, and her character's really good. But she's not a higher tier princess because she's not really a princess, and that this puts her lower on the list for me. I would love to put her at number 1 or number 2, but I can't, so number 4. I have Belle from Beauty and the Beast. And at number 3, this one, maybe it's a little controversial, maybe not. I don't know what you guys think, but I have Moana. The movie just came out in November. I love Moana. It is one of my favorite movies of the year. I have it in my top 10. It's a beautiful classic Disney story, and Moana is one of the Disney characters that best represents the modern times we have today. She's independent, she's relatable, she wants to explore, she wants to care for her family and take care of them, but she'll do whatever she has to in order to keep herself safe, her family safe, and do things for other people. She's a great character, and she's kind of a princess. She's the daughter of the chief of the village, and I love that. Her character's so interesting. She's so just a really fun character, a classic Disney character. Seeing some more ethnicity in these Disney characters with the Polynesian style. It's so great. The movie is so good and her character is so good. She has one of the best Disney songs out there of How Far I'll Go. And that's another topic we could get into one day, the best Disney songs, but I think that one really stands to be one that will go through the test of time and be one of the most memorable songs out there. So I just love everything Moana represents and everything her character is. She's one of the best Disney princesses and she is their latest entry. So at number 3, I have Moana. At number 2, this one, you might think it's a little weird, maybe not. I put her so high up. I have Rapunzel. For all the same reasons I have Moana up here. She's very independent, which is something you need to see in a lot of the princesses, that they're not just, part of the scheme for the men, and she doesn't have like a king or a prince that's after her. She gets the, like the weird guy. It's kind of a thing. Zachary Levi, pretty much just him as a person. I love everything Rapunzel represents. Her character is beautiful. She's unique. She's adventurous. She's a little more fun and free than a lot of the other princesses we see. I really like that about her. It makes her character different and very much more presentable and relatable in terms of who she is. She's got one of the best Disney sidekicks of Pascal, that little chameleon guy. It was so cool. She's such an interesting character. I love everything about Rapunzel. She's one of my personal favorites, and that's why I think she's just one of the best characters we can see. And again, she's one of the more modern ones, and I feel like that's something we need to see more, is the way that the Disney characters have evolved over time, especially with the princess, where they start off a certain way and then they evolve into what they are now. You can really see the evolution of the character and the feminism in each of the characters, and I think Rapunzel best represents who that character can be and who she is. So at number 2, I have Rapunzel. Coming in at number 1 for the best Disney princess, this is a movie that everybody likes. If you don't like this movie, you're lying to yourself. It's one of the most magical, the most beautiful. It's got some of the best characters, one of the best villains in Disney history, and one of the greatest princesses, if not the greatest, Ariel from The Little Mermaid. Her lineage as being this big princess, you understand that. Her father is Triton. It's very interesting. Ursula is a fantastic villain. Everything we see with The Little Mermaid and Ariel, her wanting to go to this new land, experience what it's like to be on land. It's beautiful. It's a great, unique story that we haven't seen. She's got some of the best sidekicks with Flounder and Sebastian, but the character of Ariel, she's so unique. She, again, is very independent, very relatable, somebody who longs for a different life than what she has, but deep down knows that she needs to stay where she is. It's such a unique, relatable character. I love everything about Ariel. The character is fun. She has a lot of personality for somebody who halfway through the movie doesn't talk, and I understand that might be a flaw with her as a princess. Maybe she shouldn't have made some of the choices she did. But if you look at The Little Mermaid and you watch that movie, you don't think Ariel represents everything Disney stands for as a princess and what the characters in Disney can be for their feminism, for all those things, you're lying to yourself. Ariel is a perfect character and a perfect Disney princess, and that's why I have Ariel at number 1. So, that's my list. Run it back down for you. Number 5, we have Cinderella. Number 4, we have Belle. Number 3, we have Moana. Number 2, Rapunzel. And number 1, Ariel. So let me know what you guys think. Is there a princess you think I should have put in my top 5? Maybe there's a bunch that you didn't know you wanted to see on here. I don't know. You tell me what you think. I'll see you in the next video, and let's hope Beauty and the Beast stays a tale as old as time. Good luck.